I'd like to point something out to anyone who's planning on replacing any of their windows in any of their buildings, including your residences or your homes. There are certain building codes that you should be familiar with, and this particular window is breaking at least one of them, and that is that it's more than 44 inches off of the ground. So building codes require the window opening to be less than 44 inches. So that's, 44 inches or less from the top of the window flange. Let's not make any mistakes here. It's not actually to the window sill, it's to the window opening. So once you open the window, it would be to the top of the vinyl or aluminum or wood window, whatever you have there. And this one here is about 48 inches, so it's not gonna make a building inspector happy here. Now, something else I'd like to share with you is the building codes also call out for a minimum of 24 inches in height. This would be after the window is open. When it is completely open, you need a clear opening of 24 inches or more in height and 20 inches in width. The windows must be easy to operate. They cannot be locked. And the reason for this is your window is actually a fire escape for all of your bedrooms. Now, don't think that just because you have a living room, a family room, that you might not need to have a fire egress. It calls out for bedrooms, I've got to say that, but I've noticed that a lot of homes have doors or larger windows in these areas also. So if you're in a confined area and you're calling it a family room, you might need a fire egress in that window. So again, check with your local building department before installing windows in your home. The last thing you're going to want to do is replace every window in your house and find out a few years later that you need to replace them again because the building department isn't happy. And worse than that would be if there actually was a fire and someone got trapped in the house, and you as a property owner could actually be liable if you change these windows without getting a building permit and one was needed. So remember that if you do not need a building permit, then you might not be a big deal. But if you did need a building permit, your city, your county required a building permit, and you replaced the windows, you could actually end up with a big problem on your hand if there ever was a fire and someone got trapped inside of a bedroom.